Good morning, beautiful people. I hope you're doing well. Every Tuesday, I visit my mother, and she's very, very, very forgetful. Um, but it's a joy to be with her. Um, I remember some time ago we were walking together, and then all of a sudden she said, "By the way, how's your mother? Is she still alive?" And so then I realized, ooh, she doesn't know who I am, and I really hurt a bit. But then after a while, I thought, well, we still love each other, even though we don't understand each other in a cognitive way. Um, and it's interesting because every year we have a family get together with all my aunts and uncles and nephews and nieces. And traditionally, my mother would do a little speech, like all the uncles and aunts do a little speech and tell, sort of an update. What have you been up to with your family? How's everybody? But of course, she couldn't do that anymore. So it was my turn to do this little speech. And I heard myself saying that my mother has now reached a stage of spiritual development of which I can only dream. I mean, what I've been striving for 30 years in meditation, she's there. She's just in the now. She's enjoying life and she's really there. But she's out of her mind. And that could actually be a big advantage. I mean, of course, there are problems. I mean, she can't find the toilet anymore. And there's, you know, yeah, I mean, she needs 24/7 attention, but there's also a lot of beauty in it. And I really enjoy those days with her, when we're walking and we meet people on the street and she's so nice to them. She goes like, "Hi, how are you? Nice weather," and people just melt. So it's beautiful and it's funny sometimes as well. I mean, some time ago, I wanted to take her for a ride, and it was really really hot. I opened the door of my car, and this heat came out of the car, and she said, "Oh, don't you have another?" Those funny moments are just, yeah, they're golden. It's really nice, and I also realized that when I really connect to her, like from soul to soul, like, it's not about the words, and we just have gibberish conversations. There is really contact. And I was reminded of this research that is done when people get into a comatose state, that if they get out of it, they say that they were, they really felt their friends and their family, and on a soul level, there's still, because the soul is intact, there's still um, there is still this relationship going on. So I think that's important. I know that many people have Alzheimer's these days. I know that probably many of you are confronted with that. And so this is just a sort of a heads up that, even though your mother or your father doesn't recognize you on this rational cognitive level, you can still connect very, very deeply and very nicely, and maybe even deeper sometimes on this soul level. So I think we can learn a lot from them, and just to get out of our minds and out of all that labeling, I'm this, how are you, what do you do, and blah blah. But to just be and connect on that level. Just like we can learn from children, I think we can learn a lot from elderly people these days. And it's not for nothing that these symptoms of forgetfulness, of all that rational stuff, and the disidentification with the personality, etc., is happening now on a grand scale. And yeah, it's actually something good. There's a lot to be said for that stage of being. So I'm very grateful to my mother, and I wish you a very beautiful day. I hope you forget a lot and just be in the now. And this is Time from Amsterdam. I love you very much. Thank you for being here, for listening to these little talks that I give, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow again.